this shot. My socks on. And Costa Rica is winning the World Cup.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Casual Sports Talk.
We don't have new jerseys. So if anyone wants to sponsor us and buy us new jerseys, we'll talk with new jerseys. Maybe get me a Serbia jersey.
Oh, definitely bring us a Serbia jersey.
No, but like obviously I want a Nigeria jersey.
Both of them, please.
Both, please. Well, like two, for each,
Two,
please.
yeah. 2 mediums.
And obviously we still have our trusty bed monkey here. The bag is dwindling down, Madav.
What are we gonna do once it's finished?
Are we gonna finish it by the time these videos are done?
Oh, we're probably gonna finish it before. Let's be honest here.
By the end of Group E, maybe.
Hopefully.
Speaking of Group E, that's where we are now.
Yeah.
We got Brazil, obviously one of the clear-cut favorites for the tournament. Switzerland, the Cinderella story from the World Cup in 2014. Costa Rica and Serbia. They're back for the first time since 2010, actually. So look for them to make a big impact. We'll obviously talk about them in a minute.
Absolutely.
The only thing I want to do here is, I've noticed in the past 2 groups we've been harping on France a lot, then harped on Argentina a lot. So it's not take that long about Brazil because obviously people know
Brazil are sick. They're honestly...
Madav obviously thinks they're going to win this all.
I actually do think they're going to win the World Cup. I hope they don't because there's teams I'd rather see win.
Yeah.
But just their team alone, the way they play, I think they will genuinely win the World Cup this year.
Yeah, so here's a team where there aren't many questions behind.
There's no question.
Here's a team that...
There's no big snub.
There's not big snub. There's no big concerns. This is one of the, obviously, the deepest squads in the tournament.
Yeah.
And they have the talent that it takes. They have something. They have flair. They have a ton of flair to them.
They're an incredible team. They have an incredible coach. They have players that seem so excited to play with one another. And when that all comes together, it's gonna make for a special World Cup this year. And Neymar is gonna try to have a great World Cup.
I think he's just gonna try to have a good time.
Yeah, well, last time in his own home nation, he suffered a terrible injury, and that stopped him from playing that game against Germany. And we all know how that went.
Let's think that put a chip on Brazil's shoulder to definitely come back this year and destroy every team 8-1 maybe.
Yeah.
And every game
they haven't
8-1.
even looked this year. There's no David Luiz anymore. It's a lot of sturdier players.
Yeah, so on defense you'll have Miranda, Marquinhos, Thiago Silva as the rotating center backs, and then on the flanks you'll have Marcelo, who's probably
the best left
back in the world.
Yeah,
right?
easily.
Felipe
Jordi
Luis.
Alba's pretty good.
We are biased. Felipe Luis and Danilo is making an appearance there. So on defense, I don't have many questions for them. Alisson's solid in nets, and if Alisson falters, and you have Ederson also,
yeah.
I don't have many questions there. And
I don't have any goal scoring.
The few teams where I don't have any questions on defense, thank God, right?
Yeah.
And you move up to their midfielders, this just stack, Casemiro, Fernandinho, Paulinho, Willian, Fred, not to forget Coutinho.
You have everything. You have defense, you have goal scoring, you have everything in that midfield.
Yeah, and then you have just an absolutely scary attack of Neymar, Gabriel Jesus, Firmino, then Douglas Costa on the bench, and even Tyson on the bench.
Yeah, they have so much depth. It's incredible. So yeah, it's honestly boring to talk about them. They're very good, but I think we should move on from Brazil.
So, well, hold on. Let's play devil's advocate again, right?
Oh, what could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong with a team like Brazil is that they just come up against a team that's just as strong technically. So they could come up against a Spain, they could come up against a Germany.
So obviously, with the World Cup coming up, it makes me think of all the flair and all the craziness that Brazil has. And that got me thinking again, let's have some fun, right? That's what Brazil do. They have fun. They play with the ball with their feet, and I can't do that. So I might as well just do something else. Maybe a little trick shot. See that garbage there? I'm gonna kick it from my foot onto the roof, and from the roof to the recycling. And if I hit my light, I'm sorry, Dad. Oh, I just missed. I was pretty close. And Switzerland's always been a team for me that when I'm watching them, they're always missing something. They're always like 1-2 steps away from something special.
Yeah.
Is this their year?
I don't think it's their year. I think they can maybe make it out of the group. I think they can maybe have a successful beginning. But I think once they come up against a team that's just stronger technically, I don't think they stand much of a chance. Just because they're almost very strong, like you said, in every position, but then there's something missing. Like their defense is almost good, but then they're like missing really something strong. Their midfield is almost good with Xhaka, but then they're missing maybe someone to do a bit of the running.
Yeah.
Their strike force is almost good with a guy like Mbolo coming up, but then it's like, is he really that proven? They're missing a lot, in every position, right?
Mm-hmm.
So whether or not they bang in the goals will decide how well they perform this World Cup.
Yeah, and that's a team where it could really go either way.
Absolutely.
So we'd like to welcome back Mr. Daniel Rappaport. Obviously, you know him as Rap, part of the CST crew. My guy.
Back.
Mr. Rappaport, I need to ask you a couple questions. First off, shoot, what do you think of Switzerland's chances this year?
Like Swiss chocolate, Swiss cheese. I don't really know much. I just came from overseas. I don't really know much about Switzerland.
No.
Sorry.
Nope.
Don't know much about soccer.
Let's go on to the third team. Let's go Costa Rica here. Obviously, people know Costa Rica from their crazy Cinderella story, getting out of the group of death 4 years ago in the World Cup in Brazil. That team has actually kind of stayed intact. I mean, many of those players are still there, right? Giancarlo Gonzalez, my bad. Oscar Duarte, those guys on defense, they've been good. Marcos Llorena at the striker, and then obviously Keylor Navas, Brian Ruiz, and Joel Campbell, they're 3 stars.
Yeah.
The fact that they have 3 stars instead of 1, like, you know what I mean? Like most teams would have like
one guy,
great guy you play through. Iceland, we talked about Gylfi Sigurdsson.
Yeah, one guy.
Denmark, Christian Eriksen. Peru, Paulo Guerrero. You know what I mean? These guys, they have that all-star goalkeeper. They have that superstar goalkeeper. They have Brian Ruiz, who's had experience, and he's great for them. He's their star, and Joel Campbell. I mean, there's injury concerns, obviously, and hopefully Ruiz and Campbell will be able to suit up, because I don't want to see this team just show up and because of these injuries they just lose 3 games like 8-0. Like,
that's true.
It would suck.
Oh, Mr. Rappaport, who's on Costa Rica's team? You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first. So yeah, we'll move on from Costa Rica to a team that we're both really excited about, Serbia.
I'm excited, but I'm cautious at the same time.
Okay, that's good.
Their defense is bupkis, to say the least.
Yeah, but they still have like some characters back there.
They do. I mean, Kolarov and Ivanovic, they're probably more like of a what's it called to have out there? Why am I like forgetting the word right now?
Well, yeah, those 2 are definitely like very good complements in a defense.
I don't know. Usually... They could be more of a liability.
Oh, come on.
Like, come on. Let's be real here. Kolarov and Ivanovic, they're definitely more of a liability than helpful. Maybe not as much Kolarov.
Kolarov had a good season.
But definitely Ivanovic.
I mean...
Like, their whole defense is over the age of 32 right now.
Yeah.
So, for me, you're in this World Cup. You have no young defenders. This team is great on paper with the names that they have, but in practice, when you have a bunch of 32-year-old defenders and a goalkeeper that plays for FK Partizan Belgrade or Maccabi Tel Aviv, like, it's just, they're going to let in a lot of goals. And
but again,
your midfielders can only do so much to help.
Yeah, but again...
And then you're taking them out of the attack.
Listen, the defense is so weak in the World Cup this year. Goals will be scored. So like I say, defense, like they're obviously not going to win the World Cup, okay? Serbia's not going to somehow win it all.
Hater!
With a team like
Hater alert!
With a team like Serbia, you're hoping, they make it to this, like, they're a sneaky semi-final team, So when it comes to that, you want to see, can they score goals? Can they score goals?
I mean, with Mitrovic and the 4 he's been on, yes.
Mitro's on fire. Come on. Mitrovic... Watching him is the most fun thing, I think, of any player.
Newcastle fans don't agree.
Listen, but Benitez doesn't give him a chance.
And then they load him to Fulham, and he's killed it for Fulham.
And he's done so well for Fulham. Gained promotion.
So he's coming up with a lot of confidence, which I'm okay with. And the same, I'd say for Switzerland, I'll say here, right? It's all about him. It's all about him to score goals. The midfield, it's solid. It's probably If anything, they have one of the top 5 midfields in this World Cup. So obviously, when we're talking about Serbia, the biggest key for them to advance out of the group, and the biggest strength actually, is their midfield. So what am I doing? To show my solidarity with the Serbian national soccer team, I'm just gonna sit in the middle of a field. See you guys soon. So thank you guys so much. Keep checking in, keep liking, subscribing, and we will see you guys in the next installment, in the next video. We'll talk about Group F next time.
Yeah.
F for failure.
No, come on.
Well, that group has Germany, so like they're obviously gonna fail, right?
So mean.
I'm sorry, Germany. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry. You guys are gonna lose.